In this section, we will be learning on one of the most important submodule in SAP Financial Accounting, that is Asset Accounting. As you know already, assets are the resources owned by a company and which has a monetary value. Yes, assets are the resources owned by a company and which has a monetary value. And we use the asset accounting in SAP for managing and supervising the fixed assets of an organization. Before we proceed to learn the asset accounting in SAP, there are few fundamentals that you need to know. The first is the definition of fixed assets. Fixed assets are the assets which are purchased for the long-term use of the enterprise and are not likely to be converted quickly into cash. Examples of fixed assets are land, buildings, and also the equipments. Next we have is the definition of the depreciation. Depreciation is reduction in the value of an asset over time due to wear and tear. To give you an example here, let's say when you purchase a car for 50,000 USD and after a year when you plan to sell the same car, the value of the car has been reduced because it has been used for an year. This reduction in value is known as depreciation. What it is known as? It is known as depreciation. Got it? Good. Another basic point to remember here is, in any business, we calculate the depreciation of assets at the end of accounting period or financial year. And the total value of assets will be charged to profit and loss account over life cycle of asset. So, these are some of the important fundamentals related to asset accounting. Now coming to SAP. In SAP, the asset accounting is a subsidiary ledger of financial accounting. The appropriate general ledger accounts are updated each time a business transaction is posted. So to implement the asset accounting in SAP Financial Accounting, we need to assign the chart of depreciation to company code, and all the other configurations are dependent on this. When we are implementing the asset accounting in SAP, the first step of configuration is ensuring that the country-specific template is available or not. Yes, the first step is to ensure that the country-specific template is available or not. Because we calculate the asset depreciation and asset-related business transaction based on the country-specific requirement. And if the organization is small with a very low number of assets, then we configure the asset accounting through the lean implementation method. Otherwise, we'll go for the regular implementation method. These are the configuration steps. As a first step, we will define the chart of depreciation and then we specify the account determination. After that, we will specify the screen layout rules. And then comes the first step where we will configure the number range for Asset Master. After configuring the number range for the Asset Master, we'll go ahead and create and assign the GL accounts for the asset accounting. And then we maintain the number range for the document type AF. After maintaining the number range for the required document type, we specify the intervals, posting rules, and the rounding specification. After that, we will define the screen layout for the asset master and depreciation areas. Once the definition is done for the screen layout, then we will go ahead and maintain the multi-level method. Once it is maintained, we'll go and maintain the period control method. What we will do first, we will maintain the multi-level method and then we maintain the period control method. Once this is done, as a next step, we will define the depreciation key. Once the depreciation key is defined, we'll determine the depreciation area and create the asset master. So guys, these are the configuration steps. Once we are done with the configuration, we'll go ahead and post as end user. So guys, these are the business scenarios which has been included under this end user posting. First scenario is where we create the asset purchase and understand the asset explorer. And the second one is creating the depreciation run. And then comes transfer of assets, and finally it is asset scrap. We'll see each and everything in detail from the next video.